Hello everybody and welcome to episode 42 of the Savage Lands Season 2, where we will finally strike adamantine. I'm really looking forward to this and I'm very ambitious to see where the dwarves of Shin Mistim will go. In the meantime, of course, our conquest against the foul goblin hordes of the south continues. They rebuilt their fortresses, we destroy them. They rebuilt them, we destroy them. It's a vicious cycle, but we won't stop. So, once the deep mines have been finally completed, my plan was to, well, simply put, divert a bit more workforce into war, you know. Right now, we do need the whole workforce here going for the adamantine, but this will change. So let's see. Nightmare Shaken only got rampaged through. That's very unfortunate. That's the word. So we're still trying our best to destroy these places. We looted a couple of arrows. Whoever needs arrows. Only weird large people use arrows. Alright, we got 2 new pockets to be uncovered. Or, well, for this one we don't have any clue what's there, so... It's one of those situations where we have to work ourselves painstakingly slow forward. So, let's see... Do we actually need to erase these walls? Give me a sec. Because we're going to destroy that thingy here. And we've found yet another treasure of the gods. Alright. So... all these items, I think eventually they would make a brilliant addition to the Hall of Heroes. Right. And now, sadly, at many ends of the mine, by now I have to work with very careful positionings of doors and walls, because here it's the same thing. We cannot dig or we cannot build a piece of glass floor above that. We don't know what's lurking below, so we have to make sure that we find out the careful way. At the same time, well, let's expand the glass flooring, because I want to break into this part of the mine as soon as possible. This is where we will find what we're looking for. So, wait a sec. My poor mayor. What's going on? Alright. Step 1, we're going to give that mayor the apartments that are fitting. And part 2, the Exalted Urn is a sect job. So let's see. There's no more Holy Itch assigned. That must be really bad for the people. Alright. Let's send one of the bone carvers for that job. Sacred Blister. We have really interesting priest names in this place, don't you agree? But here, the Exalted Urn. This is a very high title in the Church of Vukar, but I do say my mayor should not be bound to business with the church. So they want me to make some goblets. It's actually really easy. Let's see. Can we make that out of... Goblets should be actually mugs as well, but... I think we had gold, didn't we? Let me check. I just figured that it would be fun. Yeah, here. Lots of gold bars. It would be fun to make these not only any goblets, but goblets fit for a mandate, actually, you know. I like to think that if things actually get mandated, they should be something special, oh no. That stuff is there. Can't wait. So, the Daggers of Watching are back, and, let's see. Let's see. Let's hope they can destroy that place this time. Alright. More flooring gets down here. And it's time to pinch a hole into the magma here. Nice. Look at us go. We're getting somewhere here. New floors being placed down, so we can get some control over the area down there. There's another magma pocket. That's good. Always happy to see those magma pockets because they are actually the easiest entry point into the level below. There's nothing as easy as a magma pocket, in my humble opinion, to breach through. Alrighty. The rest of this seems massive. Wow, what a surprise. That is one of the few things that I didn't expect here. That's actually good news. That means we're going to have an easy time breaking through here. Speaking about breaking through, let's see what's there. Daggers of Watching have returned. They really have a short trip there, so please tell me. Come on, guys, you're not supposed to just rampage through. I'm giving you the orders to destroy that place. They behave as if they had never heard anything about it. Alright, there's a small water pocket behind that. Actually, I'm just going to remove the door. That's the easiest way to get rid of that issue. Water evaporates eventually, so no need for those huge safety measures there. Actually, the water here might take away some effort from me. Do some work for me, I should rather say. I mean, it ain't much, but with some luck, it might fall into one of those holes. Alrighty. I'm so happy to see how these things are coming together. So, when did the Inky Howls lose a member? I mean the Walled Kingdoms. Good question, eh? So, I somehow have doubts on the destructive capabilities of the Daggers of Watching by now. But I think I'm unfair. They just went on a streak of bad luck there. But probably spears are a bad siege weapon, who knows. So here's yet another area where we can't properly look into. So as a matter of fact, I want to use this. You see, we have an opportunity to take a peek in there. I'm using these diagonal lines a lot lately because they are, as a matter of fact, the safest way to get there, you know. Alright, so finally the Walled Kingdoms and others have returned. Good stuff. So, let's see. They rampaged through poison control. That's not what I wanted to see. Oh well, oh well. So, first off, let's take down Nightmare Shaken here. And let's keep the Inky Howls stationed. New person needs to be assigned, well, Proficient Hammer Dwarf. Oh, that sounds like a good fit. Alright, and as soon as these fires are quenched, we can actually take a safe staircase down here. So, let's see, these are safe to pick. Don't know anything about those, though. Too bad. Oh, well. I keep paranoid in that regard because I know what those monsters are capable of. Mostly, mostly the web-spitting ones. But, if you have one, you are in trouble. And, so, one of my artifacts got stolen. Alright. Outrageous. So we got ourselves a first real crime here in Shin Mistum. Okay, that comes as a grim surprise. So, are the goblins taking revenge for all the bloodshed we're bringing upon them? Would be my personal assumption to what's happening here. Let's, I mean, it was a very, very sassy thing to do in the first place to put this artifact on public display, as it always is. But, my friends, that means one thing. We got a traitor in our midst. I don't like what that implies for our fortress here. Well, let's see how things continue. Probably we will find leftovers, or we will find that artifact in the leftovers of some hostile ruins. But I somehow suspect the goblins behind that. Adamantine, my friends. We're striking adamantine here. Alright. We still have to quench some fires, place down some glass floors, but today we're going to strike adamant for real. That's really, really big news. So let's see. I'm deducting those super slow people from the squad. Alright, look at us. There's magma. Damn. So, this is one of the more complicated things to solve, but it's not that terribly hard. So, no, I don't want to do this. Here, ferrous magma, that's a good one. So what we're doing here is we're creating another path for the magma so it can flow and evaporate. Also, very important, we need to forbid that door before somebody accidentally hurts himself. Can lead to sudden cases of death. But if you do the fortification thing diagonally, 90% of the time your dudes are capable of running away before they got melted. And if not, well, there is a high chance of no important person being hurt by this. Okay, we can remove these. The rest of the magma down there will evaporate naturally. And same goes for that. My good friends, we're ready. So let's see. There is a pocket there, but beyond that, everything here is solid, massive even. That is by far the best piece of news that we had since a long, long time. So we're going to remove that piece of flooring, and let's say this piece of flooring. And the planter has been possessed. This is now really, really important that I follow this, because this guy is a legendary planter. If he dies, my fortress is in trouble. Lolor, the ghostly weaver, has risen from the dead. Alright, so we're going to do something about that immediately. And get back to the farmers. Or Leatherer's workshop. So let's hope he finds all the necessary materials for his endeavor. I really hope he does. Alright, this dangerous little endeavor is being completed here, but let's see how it'll go. As you see there, nobody really got hurt. Stuff is just evaporating now, as we're talking. My personal favorite approach to these things. You know, if you don't know what's in it, just move forward in a very slow motion like this. It is doable literally everywhere, and it doesn't cost you anything except for time. Alrighty, so we need a hole here, and a hole here. So there we go. Actually, this is supposed to be a staircase now that I think more closely about it. So this is the entry to the promised CANDYLAND. Right on. That means we got to set up some things up here. So first off, we're going to set up a stockpile zone, which is going to store raw adamantine, you know? Then we're going to construct a couple of crafts dwarves workshops, because that's where we're going to process that goodness. I love the fact that these crafts dwarfs workshops are going to be in the vicinity of the demon. That's so fitting. So, oh, adamantine wafers. What are they supposed to be? Alright, the good news, my planter has begun his mysterious construction. It's going to be something grand. Diamonds, red and blue, and clear. My artifacts are growing more and more valuable due to these, due to the access to new materials, let's call it like that. Alright, beautiful. So that place here is slowly turning into accessible area here. And let's see how about the rest of that. I don't have any intel about that area here, so let's change that a bit. Needs more glass floor. But beyond that, I think we are safe to go for our first adamantine to mine in, because, you know, this is all solid around me. There's no risk, no, nothing that's threatening me here currently, yet. So we can easily just pick up these things. Mine out connections. We don't know anything about that spot here, so let's be careful about that. This could be a danger. The very last green glass block. Alright, let's start removing a couple of these. A leather armor. You know, my good friend, you shouldn't have used donkey leather. This would have, this kind of like ruins the whole epicness about this thing, but let's see. It's a, oh god, this thing is valuable. Oh boy. To the attack of the different monsters of CANDYLAND. So, oh, I like this. This is a armor that refers to our military efforts. That's beautiful. And we've destroyed Nightmare Shaken. So let's go for the next place and destroy. Okay. I'm well aware of the fact that I have blank spots in Squad 1, but I was a little bit unhappy lately with how things went there. So what's really important about these is they're not supposed to take general work orders. No. These are merely meant to process adamantine, and since I don't expect to have a endless supply of that stuff, look at that raw adamantine. I don't I won't do any bigger automation thingies here, so we don't know anything about that square either. So we're continuing our slowpoke approach here, but I do need to remove a few glass blocks here. Let's see. All right, the rest is all applied down here. But we don't need them all here anymore. Not at all. So we can safely take out that. I don't know anything about that, so I'm rather not. And it looks like this entire area down here is massive too, so let's see. Yep. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh. Where did that magma come from? I really don't get it where I suddenly poked into magma, but I must have poked a pocket. That's not a good sign. It's never a good sign when you don't know where the stuff is coming from, because that means we're losing control. Anyways, adamantine is magma safe material, so we can here easily here extract metal strands. That we're going to do down here. And these metal strands get refined then into adamantine wafers. The fun about adamantine wafers is that they are smaller than regular bars, so to say. So, in a nutshell, you need more adamantine bars than you need from any other metal. So, it's costlier to make anything out of that stuff. All right, but I love to see what I do see here. We're processing the first bits of legendary material here, my men. And also, our military just returned and they destroyed copper curses. Wonderful. Look at us go. We're plundering lots of good stuff here by now. I wonder if anything of that gets properly used. All right. The conquest is finally getting to a point where I feel like victory seems to be in reach, you know? So I do need to know whether or not this venue here is safe. So let's see. This one would be a great one, but I cannot access that. Here, I'd like to know more. Okay, but the first spots are there where we can bring up floors again. Okay. So that means we're able to begin what we meant to do in the first place. Gear out entire squads with that stuff. Alrighty, so warm obsidian fortification. Interesting. Okay. There is a pocket? No, this ain't a pocket. This is just what we're actually looking for. So water is also here, but well, That's not dangerous at all. In our current situation, that's actually even good. Alright, the next city of 100 people will fall. I mean, they did take some effort to rebuild, but I do see that the red spots down here are already diminishing. I like it. And now let's see. The first adamantine strands have been picked up. I hope that we don't have any automatism behind that. Let's see, where's my loom at? Weave thread into cloth. So weave metal cloth is no automatic thing that the game has put up there. But those adamantine strands, if I remember correctly, your hospitals love to hawk some of that stuff. So we're going to go and place up an order at the smelter right away. For now, I want adamantine wafers. And the rule is quite simple. Whenever we got more than one adamantine strand, you guys go for it. This way, I hope I will be capable of telling my fortress to smelter that stuff whenever some of it comes together. We'll see about that. So down here, we have a refreshing splash of water. As you see here, magma is accidentally getting transformed or casually getting transformed into obsidian here. This is quite useful for us because it does melt away the magma for me, and at the same time I get rid of the water, and it's pretty synergistic, you know. Fighting fire with magma is always a pretty good idea. Fighting magma with water is a good idea. The other sentence, not so much. Alrighty, but love to see that braving the depths is going much faster lately. Although at the same time, I must admit, the stakes are getting higher and higher, you know? But this looking good. It's all massive in there, alright. There's almost no pockets in there. That's brilliant. So, oh yeah, I love to see this. You know, this is for me a real sign of progress. Seeing those adamantine strands being created. Let's see. It's only a matter of time until the first adamantine wafers are being. I'm so happy, guys. I'm so happy. We got this now. Alright, so this can all go as well. And I'm kind of shocked how fast everything goes now. You know, we're making such shockingly fast progress here that I feel a little bit worried. You know, this is all as if the mountain wants me to succeed. What evil trickery is behind all this? Only Armok may know. I don't feel safe with this, though. This is giving me a weird feeling of false security, and we're going to keep to glass floor the bottom. The deeper we go, the more important the strategy will go. Because technically, you know, the big risk with all the adamantine mining, in case you don't know already, is that, whoa, sorry, is that you will not only excavate one evil, but the entrance to the land where all those evil entities come from. So literally, you're risking to open a gateway to hell. So and that's no over exaggeration. That's pretty much exactly what'll happen. And therefore, you gotta be really super careful when you go deeper than you have to. But I have the necessary knowledge to take all the safety precautions. And as you see here, this speaking about safety precautions, you know, here we go. Yet another demon. Yet another demon that could have eaten my base. Although I gotta say, this guy, well, he doesn't look as dangerous as his brethren, but, you know, we still have now the problem that we got a demon down there that we have to take care of somehow. But not for today's episode, my good friends, not for today's episode. For today, we are done and we are victorious. Well, let's see if those guys here are victorious too later. But, anywho, I thank you so much for watching. It's been my pleasure, and I hope you are enjoying as well. We are now mining out adamantine, and we're not going to stop there. And with all that stuff, we destroyed another goblin city. With all that stuff, we might eventually brave a victory against the foul fortresses of the goblins. We'll see. Anyways, we're going to continue next time. Leave me a comment, a thumbs up, or a subscription. Any of these would be super appreciated because they help a lot more than you might think. And beyond that, well, I hope you had a great time. Check out the description links. I have playlist links there for the entire Savage Lands saga. If you might want to check it out, there you'll find it. Anyways, see you guys next time. Have a wonderful day until then, and let's see how these things will proceed.